This episode of Drinking on the Edge finds me strolling around the Rhinebeck Farmers Market, meeting with the adult beverage purveyors, wine, beer, and spirits, who supply their wares to the customers of the food-dominated farmers market. And I hope you like hearing from them. I sure did.
So, I'm Andrea Bartolomeo, Rhinebeck Farmers Market Manager. I've been doing this for about 8 years, and previously was working for a winery and a brewery at the market. So I've been in beverage for a while. From the Ground Brewery was our current brewer that I worked for, and Cascade Mountain Winery, which was out in Amenia, way back when, one of our early vendors. And then I went into managing the market. So this is our 30th season, and right now we have one brewery, Tousey Winery, and a few distilleries that pop in and alternate. Mile Distillery, Taconic Distillery, and Harvest Spirits. The market really has been just trying to support New York State farm breweries, distilleries, wineries over the years. We've always encouraged them to apply, supported them as much as we can. I believe at one point we may have had 4 wineries. That was probably a good 15 years ago. So now it seems like distilleries are really kind of on the forefront of popularity at the market. And we just love having them there, having everybody here. It's great to see that they work with Miglarelli Farm, getting grains from them. And then there's your bottle of whiskey on the table. So you really see the whole process right here at the market.
Have the adult beverage purveyors been here as far as you since the outset?
I'm not sure the exact date, but I would say at least a good 20 years. So I'm not sure when the rules all came into effect, but definitely as early as they could come, they were here.
So they've been integral, at least at that point, to the success of the Rhinebeck Farmers Market?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. We definitely want to support any aspect of agriculture that we can here. That's what we tell everyone. If you can eat it, you can drink it wherever it's grown. We definitely want to promote them at the market.
Shop local, drink local.
Yes, definitely.
I've already noticed at a couple of the tables that some of the customers who are here are regulars, are loyal, and they've been to the distilleries, they've been to the wineries, they've been to the breweries. How many people are surprised to see these here, maybe visitors who aren't regulars at the market?
When we look at reviews from people, that you can generally tell they might be a first-time visitor, and they love seeing that, and they do add that in their reviews that we pretty much have everything, and they definitely call out the great bottle of wine they picked up or the beers or a new spirit they've tried. People are really curious about Harvest just because of all the different fruits they use, so you definitely see that happening.
With all the wonderful array of foods here, which is the main draw, has anybody to date done anything in terms of drinks and food pairing, whether it's a spontaneous one bite of an onion with a wine, or a full prepared dish, or a bread that's paired off with a whiskey?
Yeah, over the years, I've definitely seen where neighboring vendors do a bit of co-merchandising. I know when I sold the wine, we'd used to get people to have some of the red wine with the chocolate brownie next door. So we do fun things like that. With the beer next to the cheese, that's always fun. I see them working together and telling people to work on their picnic basket and mix and match their selections. The vendors do try to work together wherever they can to cross-promote.
Yeah, it's a fantastic idea. I'd love to see more of that. Have you, as the manager of the market, Andrea, looked towards maybe doing a special table or a special day where these things are really put together in a slightly more formal way?
That's a great idea. So maybe we need to work on that for the next party here.
As we can hear in the background, the Rhinebeck Farmers Market always has music. Most of the season has music playing of various types, mostly local musicians, I would think. It's not a touring situation. And do we find that, shall we say, replicating the bar situation, do people just stand around taking their wee thimble cup tastes and listen to the musicians?
I haven't seen that, but that might be encouraged now. Certainly you can walk through and taste and pair, so we would love to see that. So maybe the shoppers should let us know what we should be cross-promoting amongst everyone.
There's an idea for the future. Andrea, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
I'm here with Jake Sorrell from the Ground Brewery. Where are you located at, Jake?
Red Hook, New York.
Oh, and that's a really close drive here from the Rhinebeck Farmers Market, so I guess you must have been coming here for a long while.
We started the market the first year we opened up in 2015 or 16, I forget now.
And so you're a mainstay. You'll be most weekends?
Yeah, every weekend, and then through the extended season into the winter as well.
And do you find that the kind of clientele you develop or at the farmers market is a little bit different than the ones that kind of show up at the Miglioretti farm where you're located?
Yeah, they're definitely different. Most of the clientele are there for food. And then there's a large percentage that are there as visiting the town, and it's one of the popular things to do while you're visiting town is go to the farmers market. Yeah.
And do people come by your tasting area after having visited you at the farmers market?
It's a great place to advertise as well. So we have flyers advertising the beer garden, and we'll hand it out to people that are visiting or people that don't know about it. And yeah, we'll get some customers that way.
This is Little Rest American Single Malt Whiskey, crafted by 10 Mile Distillery out in Wassaic, New York. And this was aged in a Pinot Noir wine cask from Tousey Winery out in the Russian River Valley of Sonoma County. So unpeated single malt whiskey, crafted by master distiller Shane Fraser, 30 years over in Scotland making single malt. Now he's right here in Dutchess County.
This is lovely.
Isn't that tasty?
It is very nice. It has really interesting aroma, and this is very smooth, and that's excellent. So, cheers.
Hey there, Chris Peck with 10 Mile Distillery out in Wassaic, New York. We craft American single malt as well as gin and vodka. Our master distiller is Shane Fraser, and so we craft all of our spirits with local grains, sourced from Dutchess, Columbia counties, and as well as a little bit from Western New York. So everything we do is all about the local farm partnership and that ecosystem here in Dutchess County. And we're big fans of the Rhinebeck Farmers Markets. Always happy to be here, and please stop by.
You're pouring a gin here, you said. You got a vodka as well, different kinds of whiskeys. So in addition to getting the grains as much as possible here, obviously the water's from around here. What sort of distilling techniques do you apply to what you're doing? Is it all column still, pot still, the mix of both?
So our grain neutral spirit, which becomes our gin and our vodka, is distilled on our Scottish pot stills. Those are built by Forsyth of Rothes, so it's the world leader in single malt distillation equipment. And we also have a column still, which gets us all the way up to 94.6% alcohol. And then we macerate and infuse all of the different botanicals for our gin, including lemon balm, lemon peel, orange peel, and spearmint.
You're moving on to a American single malt that is double matured cask strength. Is that correct?
Yes, indeed. So they are all American single malt whiskeys. We start with the same 100% malted barley spirit, and then we finish them in different casks. So we've got Pinot Noir wine casks from the Sonoma region out in California. We've got sherry casks from Spain. We've got bourbon casks from Kentucky and Tennessee. So like I said, we start with the same distillate, and then we let the different casks add different flavors and give the whiskey a different style.
All your mash bills are always 100% malted barley. Yep. Does that also carry through with your vodka and gin?
The vodka and gin are made from a mash of 80% wheat and 20% malted barley.
It certainly keeps it more cost effective.
Master distiller Shane Fraser, he's got a big background in single malt, so we are going to specialize in that, and that's pretty much the only whiskey we make.
The first one you was a 3-year-old. The second one here is
the 3-year-old.
Also a 3-year-old, okay.
So these were aged in bourbon casks from Kentucky and Tennessee.
Understood. Your distiller, just since you mentioned all this Scottish influence into what he does, did he actually work over there? And if so, which distilleries was he associated with?
He was at Royal Lochnagar Distillery to start, right up on the Balmoral Estate in Scotland. He then was at Oban Distillery, and he was also at Glenfarclas, and then his final distillery was called Wolfburn, way up in Thurso, Scotland, way up north.
So he's got some serious creds.
Absolutely, and all that traditional technique, it's great to be applying that right here in the Hudson Valley.
Y'all open to visitors, come to see you as well?
We're open Thursday through Sunday. Go to 10miledistillery.com to check out our hours and book a tour and find out more.
I think you got one of the few Hudson Valley apple orchard distilleries out your way, too.
There sure are.
I didn't know.
Millbrook.
Good folks. Then with the third whiskey you're showing off here after the bourbon and after the 3-year, this last one you're showing me is?
This is a brand new release for spring 2024. It's called Double Matured, and this was aged in 2 different types of casks. So they took quarter casks, which are very small bourbon casks, and it took almost 7 of them to fill 1 sherry hogshead. And so they finished it in that sherry hogshead for another 9 or 10 months. And this is our first expression at cask strength, 62.6% alcohol. It's very smooth for the proof.
Oh, yeah. That would benefit from a little bit of cool water.
Sure.
Oh, yeah. But that is nicely done. It's the sherry character is not overwhelming, especially when the water comes into it a little bit, playing a supportive role rather than a dominant role. Congratulations on that.
Yeah, that was a double gold medal winner at the San Francisco World Spirits Competition. So every single blind tasting panelist gave that whiskey a gold medal. It's something we're very proud of.
You have good reason to be. Thank you for your time, and I wish you good fortune here at the Rhinebeck Farmers Market. Customers stepping up right now, checking out your vodka.
I love it. Thanks for the support, everyone. Cheers.
My name is Kaylee. I work at Tousey Winery. I'm the manager there. We have been open for 15 years this October, so quite a while, especially for the Hudson Valley where everything is popping up now. I have been working here for 3 years. And
at the Rhinebeck Farmers Market.
This is my full-time job. I am the manager here, so it is great.
So is this a highlight of your work week then, coming here to the Rhinebeck Farmers Market?
I love coming to the Rhinebeck Farmers Market, actually. It's such a nice change of pace. I love the tasting room as well, but it's just a much calmer and supportive and community-oriented vibe here. It's very fun to be here.
What are some of the better responses or more puzzled responses people have, or are people pretty accustomed to you by this point here?
I think that people are starting to get more accustomed to me. We do switch on and off employees that do work here, but they're starting to get more accustomed to me personally. I have a lot of regulars that come back. I love seeing them come to the tasting room and then come to the market. We just started doing tastings here as well for 2 of our wines every week, so that has been a fun change.
You hadn't done wine tastings previously?
We have before COVID, and then after that, we stopped doing that, and we are just doing it again, finally.
That must have been a bit frustrating for you and your colleagues not being able to taste during the COVID period.
Yeah, definitely. It's one thing to talk about the wines. It's a different thing completely to experience the wine for yourself.
And I presume that the grapes you're growing to make your wines are Hudson Valley grapes?
Always 100% New York State grown. We are about 80 to 90% estate grown at any given time.
And are you seeing any spillover or crossover between the people who come to you here at the Rhinebeck Farmers Market and who order online, perhaps they're out of state and can't make it to your winery, or those that drop into your winery north of us?
Absolutely. So we actually, last weekend, I had quite a few of our club members come in and just come and say hi because they love to enjoy the community vibe of the farmers market as well. Everybody gets their produce here for the week, which is great. I see new vendors. I see familiar vendors. I love the dumplings here. They are incredible. So I do stop by and get the dumplings as well. I have a tasting of 2 of our wines today, if you're interested. I have our stainless steel Chardonnay and our Riot, which is a red blend.
Okay.
Would you like to try them both?
Sure.
She's trying them both from Tousey.
So this is going to be stainless steel. It's not oaky, it's not buttery, It's never touched oak. So instead you're gonna have crisp apple, pear, and brioche notes to it. It's refreshing, it's dry, especially on a hot day like it's about to be today.
It's not bad.
You can try our red.
I think I've had the Riot before. I think I went to the winery once. I think I liked the Riot.
The Riot is definitely one of our best-selling reds. One of our best-selling wines in general. It's more light, medium-bodied, crunchy red berry notes to it with it still being dry. You can drink it slightly chilled as well. So in the summertime, if you are looking for a red, a little bit lighter in body.
Curious, if you don't mind saying, what brought you to visit the winery, Tousey?
We recently moved to the area, and last fall, I was just looking for different wineries in the area. And there was really good food too. We had charcuterie board, and I don't remember what else we got, but I remember it being good.
Yeah, we have a cafe there. Small plates and snacks, charcuterie boards, our flatbread. The dough is made there every day. Salads, small bites.
And did you know that this stand existed here at the Rhinebeck Farmers Market?
I saw it. This is my first time here, actually, but I looked at all the vendors before I came.
You decided upon?
The Riot.
So the lady's getting a bottle of the Riot Red.
Would you like a bath?
Hi, I'm Troy Nunn. I'm here representing Harvest Spirits at the Rhinebeck Farmers Market. We've been making apple brandy and apple-based spirits from apples on our farm in Valatia, New York, Golden Harvest, since 2007.
How many different spirits are you showing here with the various labels? You got quite a selection.
We have, I believe, 10 different spirits with us here today. We've got everything from whiskey to brandy. We've got apple-based vodka and gin. We've got a wide selection of maceration all the way to just common distilled spirits. I'm sorry.
That's okay. No, so your presence here has been, as long as I've been coming here, since 2019, y'all have been involved. What sort of engagement do you find with the customers?
People respond very well to our products. We have nothing but positive reinforcement from our customers all over Columbia County and New York State. Everybody loves to see locally distilled spirits and fruits being utilized in such an interesting way. And we also make our vinegars as well from apples based on our farm, and that's a great use of apples and excess alcohol that could be.
No, vinegars are fantastic. I'm curious to hear at farmers market, are people more inclined to go for the vinegars or for the spirits?
I do get a lot of vinegar sales at the Rhinebeck market here, but we get just as much interest in our spirits as well.
Very cool. And do you find that people who are stopping by your stand here at the Rhinebeck Farmers Market, they drop into the distillery site as well and enjoy themselves there?
Yeah, we get a lot of people who will come in, and I'll see them earlier in the day at the markets, and they'll come down and visit us that afternoon, come and enjoy some cocktails and our barbecue on site down there. We get a lot of return customers.
So you're getting, I'm sorry, my name is David. So I see you just purchased the 2 vinegars from Harvest Spirits. What, have you had them before?
Never. Just tried them now.
Wow, so you like them that much?
Yes. This would be fantastic in a brine, and we do a lot of brining. It's a maple vinegar, and the taste was amazing.
Okay, and what intention do you have for the double balsamic?
I just love balsamic, so it goes on everything.
Now,
Drizzled on mozzarella, tomato salad.
Just behind the lady purchasing the vinegars is a gentleman who's here to taste the gin. What's your name, sir? Is this your first time tasting the gin from Harvest?
This gin that you're tasting is an apple-based gin. The botanicals in it are going to be coriander, juniper, and lemongrass.
Cool.
It's a 40%, 80 proof gin. It's made in a London dry style.
London dry. Wow. How much is it?
So this is 30 for this size, and then it's 45 for the larger size we have.
It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday.
91. What about that?
So the man's tried the black raspberry vodka, and the lady's going after a single malt. How's the taste?
Fantastic. I tried the single malt whiskey. It's very smooth. I really like the flavor of it. It's like a little smoky.
And the black raspberry, excellent vodka.
Have you had them before or your first time trying them?
First time trying.
So I actually have your bourbon whiskey at home, and I love it. It's almost gone. I don't have the single malt. I just tried it today, and I really like it a lot. Wow. Yeah, it's great. I don't know. I think I like the single malt, and I like it better. I think it's great. It's really smooth.
But it was excellent. I want to try the cherry.
The cherry? I can get you a little taste.
Hey, you want to put it in?
How's that cherry vodka?
Tastes good. I like the black raspberry better. But it's smooth, very smooth. The cherry, very smooth.
So you got one newcomer, one regular to Harvest Spirits, and you'll be back for the single malt and other things.
Absolutely. Yes, definitely. You're very welcome.
Thank you.
I'm Gina Cantarella. I've been working with Taconic Distillery for about 4 years now. I work in the retail room and working with markets, just anywhere that they need me.
Why is it that Taconic has been a regular feature here at the Rhinebeck Farmers Market?
The Coughlins are the owners, and they're really invested in local outreach. We are about 15-20 minutes from here in Sanfordville. Paul is really invested in finding local markets, reaching out to people just in the public eye. We make most of our money from distributing, but it's just something that really means a lot to him, is being around locals.
What are the things that you've discovered here encountering the patrons of the farmers market here in Rhinebeck? What are some of the notable high points you've experienced?
Yes, probably that they're all very loyal. So you see a lot of the same people. They know good quality when they see it, whether it's from the farms or people like myself. There's a lot of the same faces asking for the same products over and over.
Great. So you're really developing a regular loyal clientele through the people that want to shop local and drink local.
Yeah, and it means a lot to us. It means a lot to me when I can see people at the market and tell them, hey, we're doing a big event in a couple of weeks, and then they see me and they're like, oh, you told me to come here a couple of weeks ago. It is really nice to feel like that we do reach people.
What are some of your favorite things to do when you're not working at the market? What are some things that you like to do when you're before and after?
I love exploring a little bit, so I like to go get coffee at Bread Alone. I like to walk around. I know I love just Rhinebeck in general. I actually just reached out to my sister-in-law and was like, we have to go to Oblong, go get some more books. And then I just like to walk around the market. I try to set up early so I can check out what everyone else has as well.
So when you walked up, you knew what you wanted. You knew the Taconic Distillery.
Very well. We've been there many times. We live locally, yeah. And I've been following Taconic before we moved over from the UK to here, so I was watching that and I was really thrilled. They just need to open more than just Saturdays. But it's great up there, yeah, really cool.
Wow, so what originally lured you in? Was it the local aspect of it, or was it a particular product?
But mainly the local stuff, and then I didn't drink a lot of bourbon when I was living in the UK, but here there's such a great variety of distilleries around here. There's huge numbers of them, some better than others. And gin is huge in the UK, but here now, local gins. We were at the Hutton Brickyards yesterday, and we found another gin which we'd never heard of, another local one, brilliant one.
Do you mind sharing your name?
Richard.
Richard, thank you, Richard. And just out of curiosity, where in the UK are you originally from?
London. We moved from London, but my wife's from Rhinebeck. Oh, the Big Smoke, yeah, sorry. No, my wife's from Rhinebeck, so she was born here.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So you married locally and you're drinking locally?
We married here in Rhinebeck, and now we moved back. Only purely to go and drink Taconic bourbons.
So you're here trying the Taconic Distillery bourbon. I'd like to get your impressions after you've had a taste.
It's very nice. It's very nice, smooth, easy going down. Very tasteful.
Yeah, I think here in New York City, you're going to get bourbons that are going to tend to be on the lighter side than what you get in Kentucky, I would think.
Yeah, they are.
Different climate conditions.
That was very nice.
You're trying the Taconic cream bourbon.
That's very nice. Nice and creamy. That's good. Nice flavor.
Yeah, and it's all local, so it's made with a local cream, our barrel-aged maple syrup, which we partner with Catskill Mountain Sugar House for, and then our straight bourbon.
How much is a bottle of that?
30.
30?
I noticed that you had clearly an understanding of this bourbon cream. Other people were tasting it, so you've had it before. You like?
I came over here about 10 minutes ago, but I've seen them at other farmers markets, and I tasted it almost every time, but they've never been with me, so I wanted them to taste it. And I sell everything for the bar, but the alcohol. So I sell shakers and jiggers and glassware.
Oh, is your business located nearby?
It's a national company. Yeah. So I'm familiar with a lot of mixology.
So you are a drinks professional?
I wouldn't say that.
I just did.
That's okay.